making $1 million spaghetti here at the Young's house, and I'm going to show you how to make it taste good. Y'all, listen to me. If you love Italian food, you love spaghetti, this one here is for you. When I tell you you're going to love it, the flavor is robust. It's amazing. It's so good. Perfect for this Friday night. Here's what you're going to need. I'm not using ground beef. Now, for those that don't eat pork, no worries. You can always use a ground turkey sausage, okay? So I have a beautiful breakfast sausage here, and I have 2 pounds, okay? So that's what I'm using. If you want to use ground beef or ground turkey, you can do that too. You know, whatever floats your fancy. Get you some fresh garlic, not the kind that's in the jar in the water. A nice sweet Vidalia onion, beautiful bell peppers, mozzarella. I'm going to shred it myself, okay? And when I make spaghetti anytime, I'm always using a thin spaghetti noodle. A really interesting ingredient, we're using Alfredo sauce. Of course, you can make your own if you wanted to, okay? But the kind that comes in a jar, it's never let me down, and it's so good. Okay, so I have some Alfredo sauce, your favorite spaghetti sauce, or you can make it homemade, okay? Got a little bit of just plain tomato sauce just in case I need to add some more. You're gonna need some spices. Spices to make it come together and taste good. We got salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, a little bit of paprika, Italian seasoning. Excuse me, and of course, we're going to use some sugar. Make sure your hands are clean. This spaghetti, you're gonna absolutely love. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. So the first thing that we're gonna do, let's go ahead and get our ground breakfast sausage right into the pan. Okay, I'm using 2 pounds because we want to have leftovers for tomorrow. You know, spaghetti leftovers is the best, right? We're going to get it right into this pan, and then we're going to put sweet Vidalia onion right in with this meat and the bell pepper and let everything cook together for great flavor. Oh, yeah. Let's chop up our lovely vegetables. Really, it doesn't matter what kind of bell pepper you use. Typically around my house, I always have green bell peppers, you know. But if you want to use the other colors, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to chop it up. Not too big, not too fine. You know, we're going to do that same thing with the nice sweet Vidalia onion. Like 95% of the time when I'm cooking a recipe, using a sweet Vidalia onion is really going to make your recipe taste amazing. You hear me? Absolutely it will. So we're going to do the same thing with our onion. Put it right into the pan. I have this pan on a medium heat. Bell peppers are going to go right into our pan, and then we're going to cut that onion. This onion is absolutely huge, so you know I'm not going to use that whole onion, all right? Don't make a mess like I did. Just get it into the pan. Sweet onion going right in. There we go. Did you know that if you're looking for a sweet onion, an onion that you can eat raw and it tastes good, because not every onion tastes delicious when you eat it raw. Not like this, but you know, maybe with the dish, it'll have a flat look like this. If you're eating just a white onion or a yellow onion, it'll be, you know, more higher, like shaped like this, which this one is flat. So I just learned that, and I'm so excited to share. I am. I'm excited to share with you all everything that I learned. All right, let's cut us some onion. Let's go ahead and get our beautiful onions right into the pan, and then I'm going to use this here. All right, I'm going to chop down the meat in such a manner because we don't want big, huge pieces. We're not making meatballs here, right? Do what you can to get this meat nice and fine pieces, and then we're going to be sure to drain any excess oil that we don't want to digest, right? Absolutely. So now we got to talk about something that's super important. If you're ever making Gina Young's spaghetti, it doesn't have to be this one. I always do something special that makes people say, oh my goodness, why does the sauce taste so good? We're going to do something interesting. We're going to take fresh garlic, not the kind of garlic that comes packed in the water or the oil in the jar, not the peeled garlic, a nice fresh piece of garlic. We're going to make a garlic infused oil, and then we're going to pour it into our sauce. And that is what makes your sauce the boss. Okay, so you can see how much oil I have in this pan, right? It's not a lot, but it's enough to make a garlic infused oil. I'm gonna take the side of my knife here. I'm gonna whack this thing just like that. It helps to take the skin off, but the skin is already off of mine. And then we're gonna turn around and chop it up, okay? We're gonna turn this on to a medium heat. I want this to get golden brown, crispy. You know what golden brown crispy is. Don't let it get black because then it turns sour, okay? So once we get it chopped up, we put it into this pan. As soon as your whole house is perfumed with this lovely fried garlic, turn the pan off. You'll know because it'll be golden brown. Let's do that right now. We got our garlic cooking, our water is boiling, so we salt it. Anytime you're making rice, potatoes, or noodles, you give it some good flavor by putting a little bit of salt in there. Okay, I'm gonna put my noodles in, and you kind of just let them fall, you know, like this. Eventually they'll wilt. Once they begin to wilt in the pan, then you can give them a nice stir around. And no, you don't have to put oil into your water. Guess what? If you put oil in here, your sauce isn't going to stick to the noodles. We got garlic infused oil right here. We really can just set this aside. Now, I season my spaghetti 2 times. I season the sauce and I season the meat. So let's do just that, okay? I'm going in with salt. If you can't use it, what I always say, leave it out. Right, we're going to put some black pepper and a nice amount of it on purpose. There's sometimes when I make spaghetti and I put a little bit of red pepper flakes in. So if you want to do that, you can do it. Not enough to knock anybody's socks off, right? But enough you can taste in the back of the palate. Okay, even though I'm using fresh onion and fresh garlic, we still use onion and garlic powder. And this is some paprika. I'm going to turn around and chop this up just like this. A lot of times when I'm trying to get that perfect seasoning for my tomato sauce, my spaghetti sauce, and I'll put some Parmesan cheese in there, absolutely, and it just makes it perfect. So at any time, if you want to do that, Parmesan cheese will always finish it off and make it taste delicious. As a matter of fact, I might put some in here today. This meat barely has any oil, so I won't need to drain it. Well, probably because it's breakfast sausage. You know. Go ahead and put our sauce right in, all right? If your meat was very oily, then you're going to drain it. My meat had hardly any oil in it. I'm going to turn the heat down, and I can right away tell that I need a little bit more sauce. So I'm just going to put some of this tomato sauce that I have. I'm the one that puts the sugar in. I put the sugar in not to make it sweet, but to give it a great taste, right? And to cut that, what my dad would say growing up, he would say, put your little bit of sugar in there to cut the acidity of the tomatoes. And so I do it, okay? And so now I'm putting in Italian seasoning. If you don't like it, use some fresh basil. Okay, lovely. And then I'm going to put some salt. Not a lot because we already salted the meat. Black pepper. Oh, yeah. We're moving in the right direction. This whole house smells good. Garlic powder. I need to get some more garlic powder. Somebody remind me in the comment section. Paprika. And then we're going to put a nice amount of onion powder in. And then guess what we're going to do? This part is super fun. That garlic infused oil. Look how crunchy the garlic is. All of that. And it's not a lot of oil, but it's enough to make your sauce the boss. Okay? Some noodles. All right, just like that. Taste this sauce, y'all, like I have to. It's calling my name. I'm not going for the meat. I just want to see if it's got that flavor I'm looking for. Dang right it does. Here's where things get interesting. Take the Alfredo sauce, pour it all over the noodles. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, mix this up, right? And if it's not enough, that's why I got another one. I want these noodles swimming in the Alfredo sauce, okay? Make sure they all get really coated. I don't want no noodle to look like it doesn't have Alfredo sauce on it. Like you can see, some of them don't have it. That means I need another jar, or at least some of it, okay? You got to taste that Alfredo sauce with this recipe. This is $1 Million spaghetti, and I am not telling a lie when I tell you that. It is so succulent, so delicious. If you love spaghetti, you're gonna absolutely live for this. I don't know what it is. Like, who decided that they was gonna mix Alfredo sauce and spaghetti sauce. It is genius, y'all. It tastes good, and everybody needs to try it at least one time. And then come back and let me know what you think about this. Go ahead and kind of flatten out your noodles, you know, so to speak. Just like that. Lovely. And now we're putting our sauce on top, and we need to shred some mozzarella. You're more than welcome to use mozzarella, provolone, whatever cheese you love, but the mozzarella is gonna do a good job with this recipe, okay? Watch this, right on top. Yes, I know, right on top. I'm being silly, but I'm excited for this recipe, and you should be too, because your family's gonna love it. It's super important that you do not take this sauce and mix it in your noodles. You're supposed to have that layer of the Alfredo noodles, and then on the top, just sauce. Don't mix it in. All right, so now that we have that done, and you see I have it on a cookie sheet because I don't want it to spill over into my clean oven. So now here's what we're gonna do. We need to shred up some cheese. So whether you're buying it already shredded or doing this, now's the perfect time. This is gonna go on top. And we're gonna put some foil lightly onto our recipe and making sure that the foil's not touching the cheese. Otherwise, when you take the foil off, all your cheese is gonna come off. But when this is done, like 5 minutes away from being done, we'll take the foil off and put it back into the oven so it can get golden brown. And I'm talking about the cheese. Now it's the perfect time. Go ahead and put as much or as least cheese as you would like to have on top of your $1 million spaghetti. Now listen to me, just being honest, you don't have to put a whole lot. Guess why? Because the Alfredo sauce, you know, it's a cheese sauce, right? So you don't have to put a lot, just get you some on top. I'm gonna put the foil, making sure that foil's not touching my cheese, into the oven. Take a look at this. Are you absolutely kidding me? Can they see that layer of Alfredo noodles at the bottom? Yum, yum, and yum. And look at the top. This is exactly what you thank you on today for this beautiful meal, your hedge of protection, and your love. It wants to taste. You want to taste? I'm going in. Can y'all see that layer of the Alfredo noodles at the bottom? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Listen, I'm not going to plate it up. I got family coming over. I'm just going to sneak some. Nobody never know. And don't y'all say nothing. All right? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? This is really hot, y'all. I know you want me to try it. I'm going to try just that little bit. Okay? Hold on. One bite. Let's do it. Mm, 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 mm.